last video on Yemen, we talked about the problems that exist on the coalition side in Yemen, specifically on the frictions between the Houthi government and the Southern Resistance Movement. Now, on the other side of the conflict, there's actually also a great deal of division, where the Houthi movement and followers of former President Saleh are part of a very tenuous alliance. Now, over the course of the conflict, these frictions have emerged from time to time, but early December 2017, these frictions escalated to an unprecedented level that actually led to Saleh himself getting killed. Now, the role of this alliance has been pretty important throughout the conflict, as it was specifically that support of Saleh's followers that allowed the Houthi movement to expand its control over most of Yemen. Now, some of the locations where this did have an effect on the battlefield are the front lines in the Nim district towards Sanaa itself, and the front lines on the Taiz and Hodeidah provinces along the western coast of Yemen. In Nim specifically, we saw some effects there due to its location very close to Sanaa, where active fighting was taking place in December between the Houthi movement and Saleh loyalists. But even though the coalition pushed large amounts of reinforcements into this area, they were only able to move a few kilometers at best. In Hodeidah and Taiz, the government made some more significant gains and since then has been able to build on those gains. But at the time of the frictions or the clashes between the Houthis and Saleh loyalists themselves, we actually only saw some very limited gains, and those gains were the direct result of a few presidential guard units defecting to the side of the coalition. So even though the Houthis suffered some limited setbacks on several front lines across the Yemen conflict, they've actually shown great resilience in dealing with this crisis that was bound to emerge. These frictions between the Houthi movement and Saleh have been present for a long time, and everyone expected it to escalate at some point. But the fact that the Houthi movement was able to maneuver it in such a way that they were able to retain most of that support that they gained through Saleh, that's actually quite impressive, and it actually puts them in a stronger position than they were before the breakup.